Please, Bertha, baby, I am begging you, I say, tightening my hands around the shuddering steering wheel. There's not another living soul in sight. No one to witness our inevitable crash and burn if Bertha decides to call it quits and send us rolling backward down the hill. On this Muskoka back road, it's just me, Bertha, the black tar pavement under us, the gray storm clouds above us, the granite outcropping bordering either side of the road, and, as always, the bobblehead Jesus on my dash. I swear to everything good and holy that if you make it over this hill, I'll never ask you for anything ever again. She sputters, and I grit my teeth waiting for the backward roll. If we make it to town, I plead, each syllable equal parts pathetic and desperate, I'll fill you up with premium fuel and let you rest for a week. The tires jolt, forcing my hands on the wheel to fight for control. Okay, 2 weeks, I promise. My beloved van's speedometer is broken, as is most of her, but the temperature gauge isn't, unfortunately. The needle is fluctuating between "you're beyond fucked" and "are you on fire yet?" Come on, old girl, don't quit on me now. Not yet. Don't you want to go home again? Though I cannot help but think that my death would probably save me from this familial obligation. Maybe Bertha is taking care of me, just as she has for the past decade, and death is the lesser of these two evils. The sound of metal grinding against metal, an irritating, high-pitched squealing is her answer. Then the choking of an engine, like the mechanical equivalent of a smoker's cough, which is never a good sign. I prepare my final words, taking a deep breath as the car slows to a stop a few feet shy of the top of the hill. Well, this is it, I think to myself. I wonder what my obituary will read, if anyone bothers to write one. If it was up to me, it would say, Milo Kablukov, 28, was a nomadic slut, childhood sheep farmer, and wannabe artist with a heart of gold and a penis that launched 1,000 ships. Just as I'm about to say my final goodbyes to this mortal plane, Bertha kicks back to life, taking us over the edge of the hilltop and onto flattened road. I open my eyes, having closed them while bracing for disaster. Whew, baby! I shake my limbs free of tension as I adjust position in my seat and toss back my hair. You little tease, I say, petting the dashboard. I make a turn onto a back road toward the train station with a flat palm on the wheel and slow my speed to give Bertha a rest. You really had my heart racing that time, gorgeous, I tell her, releasing the last of my tension in a languid breath. Other than my younger sister Nadia, Bertha has been the only consistent woman in my life since I got the fuck out of my hometown of Dorset, Ontario, the day after my 18th birthday. The town slogan, if it were up to me, would be, Dorset, where the sheep outnumber the people. I won't be returning there anytime soon. My brother, my summoner, has set up home a few towns over. Somewhere just as boring, no doubt, but far enough away from Sonia and Andrei Kablukov, good old mom and pop, that my brother would even dare to ask Nadia and me to come to his rescue. I pull up in front of the small white building that is technically a train station but looks more like an old cottage. There she is! I shout as I wheel the passenger window all the way down. Nadia motherfucking Kablukov in the flesh. My sister, who perpetually chews gum on one side of her mouth, smirks as she rolls her eyes. You're late. She leans into the window, tapping the inside of the passenger door. Hi, Bertha, baby. You're looking as shitty as ever. You look older again, I point out, scowling at her. You should really stop doing that. Aging? She clarifies. I nod. Charming. She assesses me, or at least what she can see of me from the window with a curious, wry grin. I look her over, too, in the habitual, almost subconscious way I always have, searching for the scrapes, burns, and bruises, and hoping to find none. Nadia has always been equal parts stubborn and prideful, discontent to be the youngest of us 3 siblings, which meant she got hurt trying to do things above her pay grade a lot.